This is the real Tom Rose, and this is a tough question if you don't know what trade sanctions means. It can still be done, but it's tough. It says, Sudan became the newest country in the world, found itself catapulted almost overnight into the modern world. International trade sanctions were lifted. It's making it sound like this is a great thing. Finally, trade sanctions are over. So if you know what trade sanctions are, this is easier to understand. If not, it's still possible that this is some kind of it is something that had been holding the country back all this time, and finally now it has been lifted. Right, and especially you see that word "finally" in the second answer choice here. Finally free from North Sudan's oppression. That's going to be the correct answer. Trade sanctions are. It's basically like when the international community says, we're not going to trade with you. And it's usually punitive because of something bad that you've done. So to say international trade sanctions were lifted is to say that they are free of North's oppression. Let's look at some of these other things. Anticipating profound economic transformation. This is probably true, but unstated. It is stated later that their economy can expect some transformation, but it's not stated in reference here in line 7. So just be careful that you pick something which is both true and supported by the phrase that you've been given. This one does not. This one's double trap. It's true and it is supported later. The third one says, worried that the influx of refugees will destabilize the economy. Both of these things are mentioned. Influx of refugees, destabilize the economy. But these things are not connected to each other. Yeah, they're not mentioned. It's a cause and effect thing. Grateful to the international community. This probably has somewhat of a true trap, right? They probably were grateful, but nowhere in here does it mention that they are grateful. Cursed with low buying power, which complicates international trade. So actually, lifting international trade sanctions is something that would increase buying power. So this trap comes from the fact that low buying power is mentioned. Where is it? I think it actually might be in the second passage. It's not in the first passage even. In the second passage, it does mention that they have low buying power. This phrase is in there. But again, we're picking something which is indicated by a particular phrase in line 7 of passage 1. And this, in truth, actually probably increases buying power. So you have a sort of like a cheat out. So if you know that that's not true, you can eliminate it.